Hello everyone, it's Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to Creativity Made Easy with MJ. You are here on my Facebook channel and hopefully my group. Let's just get on over here and find y'all. Sorry for the zooming in of my face. Let's see, there we are. Let's share to my group. Boom, done. All right. Now I'm going to focus on this. Turn that down because you don't need to hear it in stereo. All right. All right. Welcome. I am very happy to be here. We are going to play with January's Paper Pumpkin, and to be honest with you, my February Paper Pumpkin just shipped. So this is very springy. I'm very excited because I want to feel some warmth because I'm freezing. Oh, how sad, that ripped. Okay, anyway, we have, I'm gonna point you down in a second, lots of announcements, and I'm gonna get those all situated and tell you all about them on Sunday. Sorry, I'm a little, I'm just out of the loop. I've been just relaxing, doing things. Working on a major project. Did I show you all this? This was the project that was part of my class. I haven't finished the cards yet, but when I do, I'm going to show you everything. And look at, there's tags, there's slimline cards, there are regular cards. Super cute. May made it, and so did we. So, all right. Let's get you pointed down. Let's play with Paper Pumpkin. And I also am going to bring in some extra products. I'm loving the postage stamp vibe of this. So we're going to pull in the perennial postage dies and some added consumables such as paper, ribbon, all the things so that we can make some alternate projects. We're going to make the cards as instructed as I normally do. And then we'll make a couple of alternates. And actually, I should really just use the complete contents of this kit, but, you know, we'll see how much time that I can be inspired this evening. I got some lights going on here. We got some, this is Poppy Parade. I didn't want to wreck it all. So, all right, let me get you pointed down because I'm all over the place. So, welcome everybody. Let's reverse the camera. Get you pointed down. Hopefully I'm not in the view of the arm of my, yeah, I am. I had to move things around a little, so bear with me because it was so focused in my face. Let me just tighten this now that it's on the other side. Sorry for the wiggling. Close your eyes. I'll tell you when I'm ready. Of course I knocked over a light. Nothing is really smooth when it comes to me being in here at times. Hang on, I gotta loosen this and get it where I need it. Sorry, I know this is ridiculous and I cannot wait to get my computer stuff working again. There's my light. Okay, here we go. Here we go with some Creativity Made Easy using the Paper Pumpkin Kit. Paper Pumpkin Kit is a kit that comes right to your door, well, your mailbox. It is... you can do a month-to-month subscription is what I do, and I can cancel at any time. I can skip a month, whatever the case is. I also, there is also a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month subscription that you can do, and you pay for that all in one lump sum. You do get a little bit of a discount on it, and shipping when it comes to Paper Pumpkin is included. And you only pay tax, so that's super awesome. So let's see what we got going on here. Oh, lots of good stuff. I'm not seeing my stamps. Oh, I already took them out. All right, Poppy Parade is the ink spot. So I have pulled in my larger Poppy Parade, which I think I just inked recently. Hey Maggie, welcome. And our stamps. These are our stamps. And if you're not, I'll tell you that in a minute. You brighten my day just for you. Happy Valentine's, sending love, airmail, love, 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 love. Pretty flower that you can color, and of course the postage stamp mark that goes over the stamps. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I'm all over the place. We have our adhesive, which is tear and tape. We have a little sheet of mini dimensionals, more adhesive. We've got our stamps. Oh, look at, see, I lined that right up for you. And these are your instructions. You have imperial measurements, 18 inches. This only comes in imperial measurements due to the fact that we only, Stampin' Up! Only markets Paper Pumpkin to the US and Canada. So with that, it's really sad that people in other markets are not able to get Paper Pumpkin. Every now and then they will offer 1 or 2 a year. But now that they have the kits collection in the in the online exclusive product offerings, that helps them get kits in people's hands. So I really like that concept as well. I love the kit collections, but you know me. Creativity made easy. Give me a kit and I'm all over it. Okay, so with that being said, these are the cards that we're going to make as instructed. It looks like you make 3 each of 3 designs. I'm going to make 1 of each, and then we're going to see what we can do with the other stuff. So these are some of the layers. So I know I'm going to keep 1 of each out. Aren't they pretty? Pretty, pretty. And we will set, here's more. We're going to set these other things aside in the box for now so I don't lose anything, right? Along with the ink spot. Love the envelopes. So we've got the green tone, pink. Oh, this is really, I'm really seeing some things with the alternate options. Oh, we're about to really do some fun stuff. Greens, pinks, and blues. Okay, so I'll keep 1 of each envelope because you totally could cut these apart as well and use them as extra consumables to layer on cardstock. I may or may not do that. It really depends. Oh, look at these pretty card bases. Got the pretty pink. That looks like a bubble bath to me. Oh, look at these. These are die cuts. I'm going to put the other 2 sheets of those aside. We have another white layer. Looks like a note card. I'm not sure if we are making a note card, but we'll keep 1 of those here. I didn't really watch anyone make their stuff. Here are more die cut images. So I'm going to keep a sheet of those. And we've got more pretty bubble bath. We've got tags and circles. Looks like we'll be stamping some sentiments on there. We have more of your, yes, it looks like we make 3 note cards and 6 of the regular size cards. So there's that. And another die cut sheet. Look at that beautiful flower. So pretty. And we will put the rest away. Of course, I keep these. All right, with that, let me grab the directions and tell you a little bit about this kit since I don't really know what I'm doing. I actually just ordered this. This is an add-on. They are die cuts that coordinate with 3 months of your Paper Pumpkin. They coordinate with January, February, and March. So the March kit will have, some of these dies will coordinate with March. Now, of course, you can use any of this with any of the kits, I'm pretty sure. So the coordinating colors: Blueberry Bushel, Bubble Bath, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, Poppy Parade, and Gold. There's gold. Did I miss the gold? Maybe. Oh, it's the foiling on the some of the die cut images. So with that being said, I've got my perennial postage stamp, perennial postage dies. I'm going to set those aside in with my box. We are going to create these cards, and I am really excited. So, oh, the gold foiling. Yes, it's right there. All right, first card. We are going to take the, which base? I have to know which card base this is on. Does it fit on one of the note card? No. That would be silly. What card base is it? Am I missing a card base? Is it just a postcard? Do I even know? Huh. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we have... Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to cover that. Thanks. Really? Alright, well it says this and this go together. Not really sure I'm vibing that. Or does it go like this? Why would you cover that? Maybe it goes like that. We're gonna do it. I don't know if it's right. I'm seeing what goes with this. We've got this and this beautiful greenery piece. When you pop these out, pop them out backwards, right? Frontwards, backwards, I don't know. Just be gentle. All right, so we've got that. And what else do we need? We need one of these tags. And this piece here. Okay, let's see what it does, right? I'm not sure. My piercing mat is right here. Well, one of them. We'll use this one. We got my Versamark. Oops, came apart. Okay, here we are. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you being here. There's that. I'm really not seeing how this all sticks together, but see, because you have this white piece, you have the green envelope, this green piece here, layers on top must be. Let's get to the directions. All right, here we are. Let's just do what it's telling us to do. All right, first things first, let's do our stamping. All our pieces. We need this. We need a couple blocks. I'm going to use various size blocks, but in your very first paper pumpkin kit, you do get a D-size block, and that you can use, in every single one of your paper pumpkin kits. So we've got our love stamp. We need this stamp. So we're using this stamp and this stamp. Need a bigger block for that one. And the words Happy Valentine's. I'll do it Happy Valentine's because I'm doing it as it instructs. Valentine's Day is this weekend. I'm going to put some Versamark on here to season these stamps. Loud. Versamark is a little bit of stickiness. And we're going to take our, oh yes, that is very, very juicy. We are going to take our little stamped image here, and that's going to go right there. Wait about 4 seconds. Let that ink soak right in there. We're going to grab our love stamp. I didn't say love shack, I said love stamp. That's going to go down there. So that is what you stamp on this piece right here. And our sentiment is going to get stamped on our banner, and our banner, or our label, the little stripes of the bubble bath are going to go towards the bottom. I'm going to pull this in closer because I need to stick my head over it so I can see where I'm stamping. And happy Valentine's, just like that. So we got all our stamping done. We can close our ink. Grab our cleaner. Go ahead and clean those off. They are going to be a little bit stained from the red dye, but that's okay. It just shows that they're loved. All right. Now we can put our card together, hopefully. All right, so this, I don't even want to cover that, but it'll look nice when it's all done. So this gets dimensionals. Nope, this does not get dimensionals. It gets tear and tape. I like that they give the tear and tape rather than the, hey Robin, how are you? It's good to see you. I need to get back to Monday night crafting. I know I do. I miss everybody. All right, take your pick tool. I will be at team meeting on Sunday, so I'm excited about that. All right, we are going to layer this right there. That's kind of pretty, right? And then we're going to put dimensionals on these. I'm going to try and stick to what it's telling me. Yeah, miss all of you. I'll see you hopefully next Monday. That will be a holiday, so get right on there. I shouldn't have any issues getting on Monday, so that'll be good. And let's see, I think I'm only supposed to put 4 on there. Yeah, okay. And I need 1 here. And on this leaf. Did I do that wrong? Probably. No, all of these pieces. And then these 2 leaves. Why? I don't know. Why it doesn't all get stuck down like that, but okay. All right, now let's take a look at the picture. Looks like the stem goes right about there. That one's a little loose, that's okay. And this is going to go here. I'm going to peel out the backings to this. And how does that go? Like this? I think so. There's that. That's really pretty on its own. I'm putting a dimensional under there. Tells me not to, but okay, now I assume that this goes on the back of this. So flip this over and it's going to go on the back. You just want to make sure it's lined up. Okay, so you're going to add 2 strings, or I'm sorry, lines of adhesive. mean, the key is to make sure your card opens the right direction, right? I'm pretty good at making that mistake. Peel off your tape backing. And now, this is the front. You want it to that's kind of cool, actually. Now we need to put our sentiment on, and that is going to go right here with 2 dimensionals. Oh no, Terran tape? Really? Okay, well, I'm actually going to grab my liquid glue and add a little here and there, and then add my sentiment so that I don't have glue oozing everywhere. And let that dry. There's our first card. That is really super cute. Honestly, I like how that went together. I was a little skeptical. So pretty. So easy. All right, next card. We are going to grab what we need for the next card. And that is going to be our checkered, kind of plaid looking bubble bath. Faces this way. This gets some stamping on it. Looks like we're going to use the airmail and the string of hearts. Let those rest for a minute before I put them on anything. If I can get them off my fingers. And we'll take these off. Do I need this one? I don't think so. And I don't need the Valentine sentiment. I do need Sending Love. And I do need this one here. So let's grab this one for airmail. This one for our hearts. Hopefully they're lined up. Okay, we got all those. Set that there. And the pieces we need this one. And looks like we are going to need the flowers that are here. Oh, we're going to add some dimension to the flowers that are on the card front. Fun. All right, so we'll set those aside. We've got those. We've got this. We've got a stamp on here and on here. Got to make sure it's facing the right way. And what else? We need one of the round tags. So we'll grab that. This one has got the center with the lines. Pretty cool. And I think that is it. So with that being said, let's grab our piercing mat. We're going to do some stamping on here. They're so pretty. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Been having some wonky things going on with my, all right, I need a piece of grid paper. Let me grab a piece real quick. Look at it. We'll grab our paper pumpkin grid paper. I've been having issues with my technology issues. So we got to get that figured out this weekend so that I can go back to broadcasting in 2 different places because it's fun and I get to see everybody commenting. I forgot to put, you know, what I forgot to put on here. Versamark. Well, that's okay. Airmail. It's a little crooked. we're going to put it over here too. And our hearts. So we've got that. So you can see kind of like how the pattern's supposed to be. I'm a little off, but that's okay. All right, so we've got that stamped. Now we need to add the little circular cutesy thing right there. The love stamp. It's kind of at a diagonal and it's over the flower. It's so cute. Isn't that cute? Love it. All right, then we need to grab our circle right here, and we are going to do, where's my Versamark? Because I want my sentiment to come out right. Not that the rest didn't. All right, sending love. That's going to go right in between those lines there. Oh, how cute is that? Isn't that adorable? All right, everything's stamped. Those are ink. Cleaner stamps. Okay. Set these aside for now. And we can put this together. So these flowers are going to get popped up. So we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of these. But that's a last, we do that, we put those on last. This will get some dimensionals as well. So we'll just put those there for now. Here is our, that's so super cute. You don't really see the airmail. It's just kind of, it's pretty decorative. I like it. All right, we want some tear and tape on the back of this, 2 strips. I'm going to turn my heater off in a second. Not sure you can hear that or not. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This video is going to get uploaded to YouTube this evening as well. And then once I get back to doing getting my technology back up and running, hopefully before Sunday's video, I'll be both on Facebook and YouTube. So I'm not sure that's lined up right. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to pull these in, grab our dimensionals. I mean, it certainly is not, I'm not following directions on how many dimensionals I'm supposed to use, but that's okay. Where you caught me. Okay, so these are the same shape as the flowers on here. You just have to figure out which one goes where, right? I think this one goes right there, and it's going to pop up, so it's going to give it some dimension. This one goes here, and I think it goes... Oh, got you. I'm glad you did too, because Yes, makes me happy. All right, I gotta figure out how this lays on here. Sorry, I gotta twist and turn here. Like that. Yes, right there. It's hard to see the white on white. There's that one. And this one is going to cover this up a little bit, but that's okay. I think that's what it's supposed to do. And I just need to find how this goes on. Like that. I think. Yes. It's a little hard to see that outline of that flower. So cute. And then your sentiment goes the right way, right? Kind of overlaps right about right about there. That is so pretty. I am loving these. I was going to be really upset if I did that upside down. Whoopsie. So cute. Oh, I love it. All right, one more. Then we can play. Not that we're not playing now, right? All right, let's take off these. We'll grab the other stuff we need. I need Just For You. And oh, we still need that stamp. I need this one. I need a bigger block. I'm gonna put this one on here. And this on here. My sentiment on here. And we'll take these hearts off because I don't think we need those. Okay. All right, so this one is the kind of got a, oh, I got my fingernail polish on there. So why don't I make that the front, right? Since I'm going to be covering it. Okay, so these are to go on here a certain way. Now my thought is an easy way to do this, as they're showing right here, is first stamp, then assemble. Okay, we can do that. We just need to pay attention. And here's some mark for this one. All right. Now, my mat. I'm going to see where we stamp these. You can see there's a stamped image here and here on this here. So we are going to go ahead and get some ink on this. And that's going to stamp right in the center of this. You don't want these dies to come out of this because there's going to be a real cool way to add these to your card front. That goes right in the center of those two die pieces. Oh, that's sad because it looks like the heart is broken. I want to color that in. That's sad to me. I want to color that in. Let me go get a Poppy Parade marker. I just have to find, I need to label these. Okay, I want to fix that. But then again, will it be there when I pop that out? Probably not. Okay, let's wait. Actually, I don't want to wait. Let me take this real quick. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to dab my Poppy Parade marker in there so it doesn't look like the heart is broken, even though it's probably not even going to show on my card. Okay, oh, we got more stamping to do. The lower part of the card base, eeks, just for you. Right? Oh no, we used a tag. Shoo! There's a tag. Thank you. That tag. That makes me happy. Just for you. Right in the center of that. Oh, I love the font. Isn't that pretty? All right, so we got these pieces, we've got this, set that aside. Let's clean these really quick. I just know the way I am that I could end up putting something on top of it and messing up my project. Okay, those are clean. Now we want to, see where I colored that? We want to grab our dimensionals wherever I may have laid them. It does not surprise me one bit. There they are. Now, we're going to add dimensionals on these before we take them out, because what's going to be super cool is they're all going to be stuck right where they need to be by doing this. Makes it very easy. Okay. So we're peeling all the backings off. We don't want these to come out of the piece around it. So just hold those die cut pieces down. And we are going to carefully place this on our card front, and I'm going to layer it as close to the top as I possibly can. And then I was going to try and keep that all together, but that didn't work. This is so cool. Y'all, there's about a 30-second delay in comments or anything on Facebook, so look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm in love. Okay, we totally need a die cut like that. Just saying. Just saying. This gets dimensionals. Isn't that cool? I agree. Do y'all get paper pumpkin? And that goes down here. Look how nicely that came together. It looks like it took a lot of effort. I love that. I love the gold foiling because it gives it just enough bling on your card. It's going to be hard to make alternates because I really love these. All right, let's see what we can come up with for an alternate. Oh, you know what I forgot? Something else goes on here. The blue flower. We didn't use that yet. We're not done. I mean, it's perfect the way it is, I think. But we are going to use this as that instructs. We're going to put, does it get dimensionals? It does. I'm not sure I want to do that, but it goes there. Actually, it goes up like this. It goes like that, I think. So it's going to get a dimensional on here, and there. Not sure about right there, but let's see. We will. I'm going to put them close. The petals. I'm not really sure where it's going to end up landing, so we'll see. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, love it. I think I got it where it needs to be. Yeah? Good? We're good. Okay, good. Very pretty. Adding that on makes it even prettier. Okay, now what are we gonna do? Alternates. Alternates, huh? Well, I think I'm gonna save one of these and one of these for a scrapbook layout. I saw Rachel Tessman use the back of that and make an egg out of it. Crazy, huh? Okay. I'm going to take one each of everything. And I think I'm actually going to see what I can come up with here. These, got our card bases. We can cut things apart, right? Of course. Should find some inspiration from some other things. All right. I think we're gonna cut this. Cut this one. What are we going to do with that one? I'm not sure, but we're going to come up with a plan. Let's cut one of these. I'm going to use this one, this pink one. I like the way that looks as my decorative background. So we're going to cut this right in half. At 4 1/4. And going to use, I'm going to cut this one in half. So that leaves me 3 3/4 by what? By 5. Okay. And grab my scoring tool. This is 5 inches. I'm going to go up to about 1.5 inches. Actually, so I scored that at 3.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and varnish that. with that, let's, do I want to do that? Yes, I'm going to put a little thumb notch here, kind of midway, okay? And I'm going to take this envelope. Do I want to use this as my DSP? It's kind of the same. Do I want to use a different color? Maybe I will use green with the pink. Maybe. Let's cut an envelope apart as well. Or do I want the blue? Do I want just the pink? Pink, green, pink, green. I'm gonna do the green. So, I want to trim off this section. Oops, I didn't cut very well. I think I need to sharpen my blade, or, excuse me, get a different blade. All right, so I'm going to cut this section off, retain this, and I want to, since I measured this as 1.5 inches, and we know it's 3 3/4, so I want to go, let's cut over here, 3.5 by 1 inch, right? No, 1 1/4. I almost cut it wrong. Good thing I paid attention. Hey Marva, welcome. Sorry, I'm all into what I'm doing and didn't pay attention. All right, so about midway on here, I want to cut a little notch. So I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to line this up without gluing anything down. And come in again with my 1/2 inch circle punch. Find where I punch that other one out so that I can have that same notch, and it will give me a little bit of a border. Okay, you see how I did that? Super simple. Okay, so we'll add this on here. Oh, not quite. There we go. All right, now I also want to have this in here. So it doesn't even matter that it's not going to go down all the way. So I am going to trim this section off. So right about there. And I won't need that, so I'm going to throw that piece away. And we're going to go ahead, and this is already cut where I need it, right? Yep. We're going to go ahead and add that. Right here. Oh, I see part of the envelope section, but that's okay. No one's going to know. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's even going to look at it. Okay, so we have that. Now we're making this a pocket. So the only thing I've pulled in so far is my Tombow glue. I'm creating a pocket. And this is going to go on the front. This is going to be a card base that's just 5.5 by 4 1/4. So we've got this. That's going to go right here towards the bottom. Okay. And we can come back in with our tear and tape. And bring this to about 1/4 of an inch on each side. Make sure it's straight. Your eyes might be deceived because of the lines on the paper. Okay, so there's that. And now, get some things out of my way here. I want to grab this flower and these pretty leaves. But what I'm going to do is probably trim this some. Maybe. Maybe not. I might just tuck it in here like so. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. And have that right there. But it needs a little bit of separation. So this is going to pop up on dimensionals. This is going to lie flat in my pocket. Okay, it's just a decorative piece. It doesn't matter, you know, we're not trying to stick anything in the pocket. It's just to decorate in a sense. If you want to do it loose so that you can tuck something else in there, you can do that just by only adhering these pieces and this leaf to this section. And then you could, or just adhere this and you could come in behind and tuck something in there. But I'm not going to. I want to be able to slide that in there and make it look like it's a pocket full of posies. How cute is that? It's a pocket full of posies. These are going to go above. Some are going to be tucked in. And we want this to be down enough. And you can always clean that glue. That might be somewhere else. Right there. Pocket full of posies. We can bring this, or because we have these white flowers, maybe we should add them and give it some contrast. But I'm really liking this big flower. So let's see. Because this big flower also could go in the center of this piece. I'm thinking I want to do this. We can add these flowers like so, and then we can put our sentiment up there or down here. Yes? What do you think? White or the big pink one? Anyone? I'm going to wait for someone to answer. Big pink or the white? I think I like that one. I think I'm going with this. Give it some dimensionals. I don't know how I lose things, but I always do. All right. No worries there. I'm going to add some dimensionals on this. The white? Okay. Sweet. I'll put this aside and we can use this on a different card. Sounds good to me, Robin. Thank you for answering. All right, we'll put dimensionals on these babies. Pink good too. Oh, a tie between the same person. That's too funny. I know it's hard to decide. It really looks good there, but then these white ones will too. Pocket full of posies. That's going to be my theme. So let's have 3 flowers. Oops. We'll come up with something else for that other piece. Don't you worry. All right. That will go. I think we want this to maybe be right here. And this one right there. And this one, oops, was trying to type fast enough. I wasn't, oh, I know. And then there's a delay on top of it, so that makes it even more complicated. It's crazy. Where's the dimensional? And I need this stuck up here. All right, dimensional there, glue there. All right, now we're good. I think that looks great, actually. And then we're going to give a pop of color with our sentiment. Okay, so our sentiment should be sending love. Sure, sending love. And I'm not going to use a tag. Where am I? Yeah, I will. I'll use one of these. It should fit on there. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to stamp on the card base. Ooh, that's a little risky. I'm going to do it anyway. Right up here. Or should I do it down there? Right up here. Sending love. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay. Well, we're going to leave that open because I want something else. And put that right there. And there's card number 1. And you can write your greeting on the back, or you could write something and tuck it in there. I don't know. I wouldn't tuck anything in there. There's too much glue there now. But there is our first alternate. Super cute. I'm happy. All right, alternate number 1. Let's do another one. Let's grab the rest of this green piece. We're going to cut this out, and I'm going to use it on here. So we're going to trim this. Let's measure this. This is, I could, oh, wise one. Not really. I could put this to action, right? We're going to make 3 alternates, and then I'm going to call it. All right, we're going to do this. We've got this. Let's see. That's going to take up too much of that room. Oh, I really wanted to do that too. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll just use this on something different. Okay, sandwich. 1, 2, 3, paper die 3. And anything that has a straight edge, I don't think I centered that very nicely. Anything that has a straight edge, I usually let it go in at a diagonal so it doesn't cause too much pressure on my stamp cut and emboss machine, as well as, oh, I just had a super idea. I am so inspired right now, I could just keep going. All right, so we've got that. It's not cut even, but you know what? It'll be fine. We'll work it out. But I just had some inspo with this, but that's still too big. So I thought, oh, we could come in and we can layer that on there. Doesn't matter if it's not completely the right size, right? I could come in and cut it some more, right? I could. It's a little off. I should have paid mind when I was cutting it, but I was too excited. Okay, we'll do it this way. This way. And I think if I put a flower there, it might kind of sidetrack it. I'm dropping things. I don't know if it's things I need or not, but let's see. So we can throw off the fact that it's not cut appropriately or at the right dimension and put that flower there. Looks good to me. And then we can grab one of our stamps, because we've got these beautiful things too, remember? So we can put those into play. I think I'm going to put this here, and I may take, and we'll use this envelope for this, and I'm going to leave this just as is, and this can be where we write our sentiment. I think that works. Yes, thank you, Robin. This is going to get adhered flat to the base of this. This is just making our kit go further. You do not have to make alternates. Sometimes I get inspired. Sometimes I just absolutely don't want to do anything but what the kit instructs, because I love it so much. Although I'm really loving this one. I could get a refill or two, but I already have enough kits. I don't really need refills. All right, so we've got that. Now we'll grab this floral piece, but first I want to put something here. What are we going to stamp? And what color are we going to stamp it on? That's the question. Maybe we won't use any of the labels and we'll just stamp right on here. And I don't really want to use Poppy Parade. So I am going to grab the blue color, which is Blueberry Bushel. So, Blueberry Bushel, and You Brighten My Day. Again, they're sending love. I really like the thought of using that color. If I do You Brighten My Day, I would have to do it because it's got to fit, and these have to fit. I could do it right there. Kind of bring that down, but those are going to stand up. You Brighten My Day. Or Just For You. Perfect. Because that can fit, and it's bigger. We'll do it down in this corner, or up in this corner. Let's see. Hopefully there's no ink residual. I think we'll do it down here. And that way, we can space our flowers around it. So Just For You, just a little bit above that line. Hopefully I'm straight. Looks good. think the words actually make it look fun. This is going to go here on dimensionals, like so. Can we do it? Yes. All right, let's get the, I want bigger dimensionals. I'm such a fan of my big dimensionals. Do I have any? No. Really? Yes, I do. These came in a paper pumpkin. Bigger. Probably should have stuck with the smaller ones. Because I think that's going to be too big. Let's see. Nope, I don't see them. All right. Place that around our sentiment. Love it. Again, that's what it's like a postcard, right? Love it. And if we want, we could put a stamp on it, but I think I'm going to leave it just as is. I think it's perfect the way it is. We could add some wink to the flowers, right? Since there's no gold on this, we'll dress up the flowers with Wink Estella. It's so quiet when people color. I don't know if you can see that, but that is pretty. Got a little bit of shimmer on there. I really like that. Fun. So we got 2 alternates. We got a pocket full of posies. And we've got this one. I'm so excited. Let's do another one with this card base. Okay. Let's see. Why don't we make this one into a postcard too? Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to cut this in half. And we're going to have some fun with this. This is going to be a layer. And we are going to take some of these. Let's grab our boss here. Now, this is gonna have to layer on a card base because my on a base because my thing is all choppy. But I'm gonna try and line some of these up. And if I were smart, I would look for my, I don't know where it is. Oh, I have some in this drawer. Hold tight. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking for something real quick. Well, I got Post-its. Those will work. I don't know where my, that tape I'm looking for. I don't know what it's called right now. Post-it tape. So I want these to be lined up, right? Let's grab another. We're kind of playing like the other stamps. Ah, right? It's funny what gives us inspiration. And let's see, we're going to use all the rectangles, I think. I'll put that one there. And we've got another little one. We can put, nope. about a square? A square fit right there? It will. Then what are we going to put right there? Maybe that's where we'll stamp our image or our sentiment. Okay, there's that one. But wait, there's more. Now some of these are not the same size, so I mean they're not the same whatcha-jiggy, you know what I mean? I mean, I have all of these, right? I think that's going to be too small, and I don't think that's going to fit anywhere. So I think that is what we're going to do, and then we'll kind of decorate, okay? If you're seeing what I'm seeing. And if you're not, you're going to. As long as I can do this straight. Okay. Set that back over there. Dog hair is free. I'm going to take all these pieces off. And put these back where they go. These can be used. Look at all the pieces we have now. Dog hair. Post-its. And these fit all nicely back in on my magnetic sheet. Back in my pocket. Okay? Got all these fun things now. This can go back there. And there. All right, so we have this, and it looks like it's going to work. I actually could. Oh. Okay, now remember, this is a regular size card front. So I want to find a piece of paper. What are we going to use? Well, we can use some of these stamps. And I think this flower is going to go on here somewhere. Probably right there. That's going to look great. And we've used all those. I can throw that in the garbage. And I'm just going to tear that out of there. Less stuff to worry about. Move that aside. Got all kinds of pieces here. I think I needed to save 2 of these. Okay. Now I need a card base, and I think I might use white or Poppy Parade. I think I'll use white. So let's grab a white card base. I have handy. So now I pulled in the dies and a piece of white cardstock. And this white cardstock measures 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I keep using my, the one that I spread my ink around with. All right, this is gonna fit on here, like so. Oh, look how wonderful that is. I think I might, do I want to cut a smidge off? Nah, we're going to go ahead and, how do I want to do this? This could go, do I want to use part of that? Nope. All right, dimensionals, no dimensionals, no dimensionals. We're going to use this. Oh, you know what? That score line is there. I want to trim that off. Let me find my little trimmer. We are almost done with the 3 cards I wanted to make, and then I'm going to make more stuff. As I always say, I'm going to make more stuff and share it. And then here I sit and get caught up playing with other stuff. You'll have that. We all know how that is. All right. All right, we've got that. It's going to go on the front of our card base, like so. Whoops. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen the minute I set it down. There's a trick to lining things up. I should have done it. Okay. A little bit of white showing. There's a way to fix that too. No one will ever know. You know why? Because the back side of this card is not even with the front of it. Now it is. Haha. Okay, no one's never going to know that I just did that. Well, the world may if you all watch the video. Okay. I want to see what's going to fit in these. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm just going to do this. Do that. That's too big. Okay, let's see this one. This might be too big too. Yeah, it would fit. That one, I think I'm going to leave that plain. And I'm going to stamp something in there. I think this is going to go right here, and we'll fill. Sorry, little interruption because I didn't plug my phone in. All right, pop up, nope, flat. In here. And this one. I'm going to put that one up a little bit higher, like so, because that flower is going to cover this section. That will go here, like so. And I don't know, I really want to put something in there. All right, we're going to stamp something. I'm not sure what, but something. Maybe. Maybe we'll leave it plain. Maybe I'll stamp that in there. Will it fit? Maybe. We can make it fit. All right, let's get this glue closed. Let's grab this. Oh, of course it fits in there. Huh! Oh, would you look at that? More dimensionals. I need the little ones. Where's the little ones? There they are. Gotta stick with the same now because I don't know if the other ones are thicker. A lot of dimensionals. Oops. That's what I struggle with these little ones. I like them for little spaces, but I love the big ones. I mean, you do get more small ones on a sheet, but I tend to use a lot anyway, so, but I have a hard time peeling off the backings. This will go right there. Look at that. Sending love. Oh, not sending love. Love, love, love. And we need a sentiment. And I think the sentiment should go, oops, on this piece. And maybe go right on the flower. No. Right down here. Here, here, here. There, up here. I don't know. Maybe that's all I need is a little bit of love. Maybe we'll put it right here. Okay, let's stamp on there. What shall we stamp? Because it's all Valentine's Day. It's all Valentine's Day. So you know what? I guess it's going to be Valentine's Day. Who am I going to give this to? Doesn't matter. Make the card. Is there ink on this? Probably. We're almost done. Thank you for watching. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. Right there. And dimensionals or flat? I think I like it right there. I think I'd like it right there. Perfect. Thank you so much. I love playing. I love, love, love playing. I want to keep going, but I have to probably get my butt to bed at some point. So I have to do some relaxing as well. I'm looking for a tape runner. I'm going to put that on the flower because I like it there. So I'm only going to put some adhesive in the center and put it right there. It's not covering the flower completely, but I think it looks good there, and it's not covering up my little stamped images. So these are the alternates. Okay, we'll just drop that on the floor. It's fine. Alternates. We got a full card, and we've got full cards, pocket full of posies, and we've got that one. Love it. So pretty. And then we have the cards as the kit instructs. So beautiful. So we made 6, 3 regular and 3 alternates. I love it. There's so much more that I can do with this, and I'm so excited about that. Fun-filled weekend after my Valentine's Day and everything else I'm committed to. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to let you take a gander at these, and I'm going to wish you all a very good night. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. I will announce the time, and usually I'm at 9 o'clock, but I'm still toying with doing my videos at a different time on Sundays. So again, thank you so much for being here this evening and spending your Thursday evening with me. Many Stampin' Blessings. I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.